Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
Good evening. It is night time right now, and I've just arrived in Dover. I'm just by the port right now, so the Airbnb where I'm staying is literally 3 minutes ride from the port. So I'm just heading towards my Airbnb right now, and then tomorrow morning I'll be catching the ferry to go towards Dunkirk in France. It was a really hot day today, and even right now by the seaside it's a little bit cool, and that's the reason I wore my hoodie, but it's not that cold. It's a lovely weather. I wish I could have swam today, but I was in Bath today. I was doing a city tour. It's a very lovely city. You should pay a visit sometimes. It's quite historic as well. Like there was a Roman invasion back in the day, so you'll see some Roman baths and some, some very, very old buildings. So I've now arrived by the ferry terminal, and this is the French border point. And once we go past that, I think then we will find the English border point, which is actually weird because it has to be opposite. So yeah, I'm just 2 cars away. I'm just awaiting my turn. I just took my ticket from the DFDS office, and they told me to go towards lane 51. So I finally made it to the ferry, and this is the outside view. You can see the salt on the glasses, on the window, sorry. We will be departing in 10 minutes, and we will be heading towards Dunkirk in France. I just ordered this massive vegetarian breakfast.
Generation of great, the next generation of great, let's go. I've been building up just to break them down. Got them looking like, wow, who the greatest now? Got the royalty running in my veins. Since I came in the game, never been the same. Yeah, take the bull by the horn. New incarnation, legacy reborn. The bar's too low, gotta raise it up. The next generation, toes raise a cup. Next generation of great, I'm the next generation of great.
I just got out of that madness from the ferry terminal. There were so many lorries and cars and trucks just, driving by in full speed. And I'm heading towards Ypres, which is in Belgium. But first I will go towards the town center because I want to have lunch, and then from there I will carry on to Belgium. So I'll be crossing the border today. I will see if I have time, then I will pass by the beach in Dunkirk, but let's see what time I get to the city center.
Let's go! Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't
doesn't need his name up in lights. He just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him. But fuck him, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through rap.
So this area seems to be like occupied by refugees, because as I was cycling from down there, you know, I'm a bit while back on that side. Like maybe I took like maybe 2 kilometers, you know, down there. There were some tents being set up by the side. So I was wondering that those people unfortunately might be refugees, because they didn't look in the best of shape, and they seemed to be you know, like relying on support. And I you know, like, it's really heartbreaking to see that, and I'm glad that, you know, that they are being given this space to, you know, stay and live, because the place where they left might not be habitable for them. That's a good thing that the local community has done over here. I've now arrived in Dunkirk, and I'm heading towards a small town. I think it's called Bruges, or I don't know, like Bruges, I don't know. But it's not the same as Bruges, which is in Belgium. Like, that's a different town. So I'm just heading there to have a lunch break. Oof. The temperature is 30 degrees, so it's really hot. I bought 2 1.5 liters bottle of water, and I've already finished like 1.5 of it since the time I departed the ferry terminal. So I'm hoping to arrive there in my next town very soon. According to Google Maps, it's only 27 minutes to go. So a give and take, I would say it would take me 10 minutes more, so that would be like 37 minutes. So I'm really looking forward to that, to you know, to arrive and buy some goodies, you know. I want to buy some chocolate as well, you know. Eat some sweets, you know. Maybe not 1, but you know, maybe 2, you know, maybe 3, maybe, you know, different flavors, you know, like Belgian chocolate, you know, dark chocolate, you know, orange chocolate, like Jaffa cakes, you know. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. You know, like each country has their own unique design when it comes to making their houses, you know. So this is one of them. Only 10 minutes to go now. I got 5 minutes to go. Ooh. So I finally arrived at Bruges. So this is how you spell the name of the town, yeah. And the thing you see in front of me is a historical landmark, but I don't know what it is, because there is no description online. But it looks quite old actually, and I mean, you can see it looks quite ruined. So it looks like an ancient, you know, some sort of a watchtower or something. But yeah, there is no description, so I cannot really tell what it is though. There is another historical fortress over here, or should I say a watchtower. Because of these columns, you know, these thick columns, you know, my first impression is always that it's a fortress. But a fortress is quite huge actually. Maybe this used to be huge, but they converted, you know, like parts of it into buildings. Who knows? Those buildings you see right there, you know, like they might be the part of the ancient fortress, but who knows? I don't know. And even like they have no description online, so like that's really, you know, not very useful, is it? Hey yo, I just cycled for 30 minutes straight out of town, and it's sizzling hot right now. I mean, you can see that sun. Yeah, you see that sun, of a, it's, you know, it's so boiling hot, yeah, that I have to wear this hat so that it keeps me protected, you know, like my neck, it gets sunburn. And these cars are really annoying me, honestly. This is France, you know, this is how France is. They have cycle lanes by the end of the road, you know, by the curb, you know, like by the side of the road. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting to Belgium as soon as I can. This is just a short water break. I'm just gonna, you know, fill my tank up a little bit. I have now crossed the border into Belgium, and I'm in a town called Roes Bruges. So this is the Belgian countryside. There are horses over there. Wee, horsey, horsey. So as you can see that sign over there, that Ypres or Ypres is that way, you know, on the right, yeah? So I'm just heading towards there. I'm glad to be in Belgium because now you can see that the cycle routes are well, you know, carved on the footpath. So this is much more better than in France, like way better. So I have finally arrived at the town of Ypres, or Ypres as they call it here locally. And I'm just headed towards my Airbnb. The ride is only 3 minutes away from where I am at the present, so I'm really looking forward to unpack and just, you know, jump into my bed. It's been a really long day today. I did 63 kilometers today, so yoo-hoo, I made it. So this is my Airbnb up for the night. It's quite small, but it should do. It's only for one night anyway. A small window in the corner, and it's a good view. So these are the streets of Ypres, or Ypres as they call it locally. I'm so confused like what to call it. I'll just call it Ypres because this is what the Brits call this town, Ypres. You can see this amazing architecture. This is all vintage architecture. You know, I don't think these buildings have been, you know, like torn down and rebuilt again since many 100 years ago. I should get on the side of the footpath right now. Don't want to get run over by a car. I'm so tired right now. I just want to go back to my hotel, pray, and then sleep. And before that, I would have my yogurt drink. You know, it's like a salted lassi. It's very good for your tummy after you have a meal. It calms down the acidity and all that. You get me, fam. You get me. So yeah, this is not where my hotel is, but I just thought to walk a few steps down to show you this. So yeah, anyway, I'm back to my hotel now, and then tomorrow I'm cycling to Lille, France. Now Lille is a short name for Little Europe. Now, and in that town they have an area where they have all these small, so you know, the Eiffel Tower, the London Eye, and the Colosseum in Rome. So they have these small things, you know, like placed in just one place. Good morning. So today I'm leaving Ypres and I'm going towards Lille, which is in France. Today I will only be doing 35 kilometers, which is not that much. I have to catch my train from Ypres to Calais. So the train is at about 2 o'clock, and then from Calais I will catch my ferry back to the UK. So this was only a 2-day trip. and it has been great. I mean, yesterday was really hot, but today it's a nice cloudy day, and the weather is amazing. It's really cool right now. Cool, peace and quiet, just how I like it. So I'm just headed towards the city center to just get one glimpse of the town center, and then I will be carrying on with my journey to Lille, France. This building behind me is called the In Flanders Museum, and over here you will see the remains of like World War One, like the army costume of the soldiers and all the other weaponry, and some very bad stuff that like they used to experience like in the World War One. So I don't have time to visit the museum right now, but if you do visit this town, it is highly recommended that you visit this museum. There is a cemetery over here. So this is where they get buried. Ooh. This is the shortest trip I've done, and I just decided to go on this trip 5 days ago, so it is the shortest amount of time which I've taken to organize a trip and execute it successfully. Another me is what you will never see. Another life like this there will never be.
Another me is what there will never be. Another life like this you'll never see. Another me is what there will never be. Another life like this you'll never see. Another day is all I think about. Equally on when time.
See, the sun is behaving very well today. It's quite cloudy and it's cool. I just spotted this bench right here, and now this route is starting to get off-road. So it's mostly straight from here, like they are just a very slight rights and left until I reach Lille, France. I'm hoping it will stay this way. The sound you hear is there's a tree cutting going on over there, or some deforestation. Nah, just kidding. They tend to cut trees if they grow too much, and they sort of like lean over the main road or the car, so they tend to cut it off so it doesn't cause any hazard. So I think that's what's going on right now. So yeah, I'm just taking a 5-minute break. I'm gonna drink some water and then have my protein bar, and yeah, I have nothing else new right now. Yeah, some people are cycling. I'm gonna get off the road. So I've just arrived at the border between France and Belgium, and this bridge is the border. So if you check Google Maps, you'll see a line by the river, and on one side you will see Belgium, and on the other side you will see France. So I'm officially entering the French territories. This is the river. Nice and easy. Yup, I'm officially in France, and the roads have already started to get worse. So I'm just 15 minutes away from Lille, and this signboard says that Lille is that way. I've just parked my bike over here. This is the main square in the town center, and the train station is very close by, so I'm just going there right now, and I will get my tickets booked for Calais. This is the town center of Lille, France. And the building you see right at the end, right in the front over there, that's the train station. Gare de Lille, Flanders. Yeah, Flanders. Gare de Lille, Flanders. And this is like proper Europe. You can see all the buildings, all the architecture. It's like proper. Back in the day, people had a lot of time to, develop their skills. Nowadays, there are too many distractions like Facebook, Instagram, People develop the skills over there by taking selfies and using filters that are already pre-made for them. So my 2 o'clock train has been cancelled apparently. So the next train is at 4 o'clock. And I'm a bit scared to arrive there at so late because it's like an hour and 20 minutes away. However, I have to arrive at the ferry terminal 45 minutes before the time when the ferry is about to depart. That's when they close the check-in. So I'm really hoping that I can get there. Otherwise, I will have to get the next ferry. It's a bit scary now because I didn't expect this to happen. They've cancelled the train. Come on, man. How can they cancel the earlier train? But anyway, I just got out from the main train station right now, and I will be looking for a place to eat. There was a lady selling ice cream like in the town center. It looks delicious, but I want to have my main course right now, no dessert. I have now arrived in Calais, and I only have 12 minutes left to get to the ferry terminal. Sorry. The time is only 12 minutes from here to the ferry terminal, and I have to be there within 20 minutes. So I'm hoping to get there very soon.